Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to take a look at the new Odyssey square to square putter. Remember, if you like our channel, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends. So Odyssey have released some new putters this year. Going into Christmas, they did this. They released AI1 this time last year, and they're releasing some new models, some new styles this year. Now, these putters they've released are very different in terms of what they're aimed for and who they're aimed for and the style of putter they're aimed for. So these are square to square. So they've done them in the most popular heads. So you've got effectively the double wide head. You've got the 7-fang and also the jailbird putters. Now, they've got AI1 technology in them, so they've got the nice soft urethane face, so it gives you that nice soft feel. They've got the technology of the AI1 putter in terms of behind the head, so really getting that consistent ball roll that they've talked about now for the last 12 months. They've got the Stroke Lab shaft, so loads of counterbalance and tech in the shaft as well. But the main difference with these putters is how it sits and who it's designed for in terms of the stroke. Now, if you've putted for a long time, you'll see that a lot of putters, some have what we call face balance, some have toe hang, depending on the type of art or stroke you want. Now, for many years, there's an argument as to say which one's better. Is it straight back, straight through? Is it got some toe rotation in it? Depending on who you listen to, depends on what's good. I think in essence, it's purely going to be down to who you are, how you putt, and what putter suits you the best. Now, if you are a straight back, straight through kind of guy and you like that methodology, i.e. when you take the putter back and through, it stays on as close to the same line as humanly possible, then these putters are designed for you. We always talk about the face balance, but these are almost ultimate face balanced, right? They've got center shaft through the neck. It allows you to get a little bit more upright on the putter and actually take that back and straight through. Now, in my world, this is an absolute hell. This is just horrendous. This is totally against everything I do in a putting stroke. So testing these is going to be really, really fun. And I've got a funny feeling I'm going to miss quite a few to the right, because I'm a player that likes to see the toe rotate through the putting stroke. Always have done. I've played with mallets and played with face balance. But for me, this is kind of like anti-putting for me, because it's not how it sits with my eye. However, I completely understand this technology, and if you are someone that likes to keep the putter head very stable, very much on line through the ball, then these putters could be really good. So let's get them on the putting green and see how bad I am with them. So one of the key pieces with this putter is the amount of shaft lean to allow you to get that square, straight back, straight through, square to square feeling. So what you're going to notice with these putters is that as soon as you lay them down, you're going to want to push your handle forward. And for me, it almost feels like you want to push it up a little bit as well to get that shaft a little bit more vertical. So let's see how we hit a couple of putts here and see if they work. I mean, happy days. How good's that? That worked really nicely. I like the idea. I like the theory of that straight out the gate of the handle forward. I'm always a player that wants to forward press as well. It's something that I do to sort of naturally start my putting stroke. So that really helps me close that face off. When you lay it down, however, if you let the putter sit too far back, you start to see the white of the face. And that means that the putter's not really in its ideal position. So handle forward. Feels incredibly stable. I think the success of this jailbird head is really helpful as well. So you've got all the alignment aids of jailbird, obviously one of Odyssey's most popular heads this year. Let's grab number 7, which historically is probably their most popular head. It looks a bit weird. I'm not a center shaft guy, but obviously with this type of putter, trying to get straight back, straight through, for me, if you've ever watched someone like a Matt Kuchar putt who has the arm lock, it's kind of that vibe I'm getting, but in a different sort of way. So handle forward. I mean, it feels fantastic off the face, but they're absolutely right. It's completely stable. Oh, there she is. You really have to feel like you have to hold it. There's no rotation at all, and that's what these putters are designed to do. And you've really got to make sure that the handle really leads the head. I think if you feel like the handle leads and you have any sort of rotation, then you're going to see some real difficulty in putting with these things. But that's what they're there for, right? They're there to really lock, in my mind, lock you out, to get the wrist forward, the handle forward, and keep the putter moving towards target on the same line that it went back on. Number 7 feels fantastic. I actually like number 7 over Jailbird to look at. I think the Jailbird with the centre shaft is, for me, is a little bit too busy, but overall, both very, very good. The interesting one though is the double wide, because this is the type of head that I would typically use, that more blade, and it's quite odd because what happens is the centre shaft removes the sight line on the back of the putter, and it's very, very odd. It reminds me of, dare I say it, Odyssey. It reminds me of the original broomstick that Ping did back in the day, the Sam Torrance one when the handle was forward. It reminds me very much of that. Oh, I'm not sure I like that one. Oh, no. I think the technology definitely sits better to my eye with the more mallet shapes. Yeah, it does. That feels horrendous. I think because of the style of shape, you're expecting some toe hang with this. You're expecting some rotation in this type of putter. If you putt with a blade, typically you're trying to just let that. You see the guys typically want to let the putter, and you don't really want to be doing that with this. Off the face, everything like that, feel-wise, feels fantastic. But for me, if I'm looking at these 3 putters and I want to be the square-to-square guy, and I want to putt, I think you're going to see these 2 models be way more popular this year than this double wide head. So there we go, my verdict on AI1 square-to-square. It's nice for them to bring out some sort of technology and a new story going into Christmas, which is great, and I can see where this putter is going to fit. So if you're a guy that struggles with maybe the yips, or you struggle with finding a putter that really suits a straight back, straight through, then these putters are going to be one that you might want to have a play with on a putting green. Having said that, I can see, as I just said, I can see these 2 heads, Jailbird and 7, they're going to be way more popular, in my opinion, than the double wide. So guys, thanks for watching. If you like our videos, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends.